All right, thanks for staying with us. So today, it may be a dog eat dog world out there, which can force you to walk like a dog, even during the dog days of summer. Walk like a dog day, which is celebrated on the 5th of August, honors people who put in that extra bit of hard work. This quirky day is inspired by the reputed strong work ethics of canines, especially service dog. Now today, pause to appreciate the hard worker who inspires, or in some cases frustrate you. There are no other days like this one, so stick around, and because we're sharing some of the fun ideas for hardworking canine in you. So who is the hard worker in your office, Manny? You must appreciate them today.
Oh, I would appreciate Titi. Titi of Manifield. She's amazing. She works. Yeah, she's one of those workers that you see, they come into the office in the morning, they do not stop working till they leave. Yeah, they don't have time to go to Instagram, they don't check what's going on in the world. They just, they are dogged. Yeah. So congratulations, Titi.
So are you giving her treats for this, to celebrate this day?
Titi gets treats all the time. Yeah, she gets treats all the time.
Meanwhile, Manifield is turning 12. Are you invited?
Thank you for telling them. So we are Manifield solicitors are turning 12. We'll be 12 in another 5 days. You'll be 12 years in business. And we're celebrating.
Your own law firm.
Yes.
Awesome.
So 12 years ago, I took the big leap from the bank and jumped into legal practice. And I have not regretted. And there's no single day that I've thought that maybe I made a mistake. I've not regretted. I've not looked back.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's been amazing. I thank God.
So you want to go and chop alone without us anyways? Don't worry.
No, don't worry. We're going. You get.
I will call you out. I'll put you on TikTok.
You're already calling me out.
I shall put you on TikTok.
Don't worry. I will dance to it.
All right. So what did you find for us in the news?
Okie dokie. Lawyer quits practice over violation allegation. So there's this thing that has been going on in the news for the past 2 weeks now. So earlier in June, Adekunbi Ogunde, a partner in Wole Olanipekun Co., was said to have written a letter addressed to Saipem Contracting Nigeria Limited, a client of Ajumogbobia's law firm, soliciting for a brief being handled by Ajumogbobia and Ukeke firm. So Saipem is currently standing trial on allegations of $130 million fraud at the Rivers State High Court brought by the Rivers State government. So despite being aware that the law firm of Henry Ajumogbobia SAN is handling the matter, Ogunde asked Saipem to consider hiring Olanipekun Co., adding that the founder has more influence with judges across all courts. So Olanipekun has since apologized to Ajumogbobia, stating that he never approved the email sent by Ogunde. So Mrs. Adekunbi Ogunde's action are in direct contravention of Section 39(2) of the Rules of Professional Conduct for Legal Practitioners. And she has stated that she has been, as a result of all this, suffering psychological trauma and has decided to take a break from legal practice. So
what's the implication of taking a break from legal practice? Would they still prosecute? Because I know that they're supposed to set up a panel, and that they had asked Olanipekun to step down from the
body of
benchers? Yes. So what's the implication that now she's taking a break? Does it affect whatever procedures that's ongoing?
No.
Okay.
The disciplinary committee would carry out everything they need to carry out, the investigations, and then they would, give their own judgment. Whatever happens, we don't know now. Yeah.
But are you sure this is not her taking the fall for? It's because it's actually interesting. I asked you this question, but you were trying to dodge it. You who lawyers. I asked you, I said, is it possible?
You can't say anything until things are,
concrete.
Yeah.
Right? Because I was saying that, is it possible for you to actually let out a communique of this magnitude without, proper what's it called, passing through proper channels like approvals and all of that. You then send this kind of heavyweight email, you know.
The truth is,
I think for me, don't worry, you're the lawyer, you cannot talk. Let me say my mind. I think this is something that they've been doing over and over again. They've been getting away with it, using their might as their power as the legal bigwig to crush smaller law firms, right? You understand? So I think this was just, they say 99 days for the thief, 1 day for the owner. This one just happened that this was the day for the owner. That's what I feel. Now, Nasabi, whether I want to do investigation or not.
You said it. You just said, that this is what everybody's saying. But we have to wait for the disciplinary committee to, pass judgment.
Absolutely. So, but that is my own judgment that I've said. Because I've seen cases of big lawyers, almost like you go and say, oh, this is one, whatever. Before you say Jack, they just go around you and collect the job from a smaller law firm. It's
really bad, and the truth is,
it's not fair.
So many law firms are crying out because the big wigs, they get, a bigger briefs, of course. So when you see smaller law firms crying out that they've been bullied, this is
and
what
in
they're
fact,
talking
outside
about.
of even bigger briefs,
they
will call a smaller law firm. This one happened to a friend of mine. They will call a smaller law firm, pay you peanuts to do a job that they would pay 10 times the amount to a bigger law firm. So I think this balance, if we start from here, maybe for some reason something good will come out of it. But I'm just hoping that, I just feel so sorry for her because she's now the one taking the fall for something that a company has been doing for years. Because I do not want to believe that this is the first time they are trying to take over a client's brief. I don't want to believe that.
Definitely.
But let me take my story because it's somehow tied to what we're talking about today. So I think I saw this report yesterday where they said that the NBC Fines Trust TV 5 million over banditry documentary that was titled Nigerian Banditry, the Inside Story. So this is not only Trust TV that was fined. What's it called was also fined. BBC was also fined. BBC's BBC's own was titled was the BBC African Eye. It was titled The Bandit Warlord of Zamfara. So according to the Minister for Information, it says some of this documentary, what it did was it glorified activities of bandits and undermined our national security. But you see, from the side of the people that did this documentary, they said they had done months of investigation, right? And the investigation was intended to, the intent for that documentation or investigation was to trace the roots, right, of the raging banditry, hoping that they would use that avenue to curb it. But now that they're fining them, people are saying, some people are condemning the federal government agency, saying that, what has happened is that they're trying to gag the press. They are denying Nigerians the right to know the truth. Because if you are fining media houses that have taken out time, this is months of investigation. They didn't just wake up to do a documentary. They took out time, they investigated, and did so much to gather this information to be able to put together this documentary. And you now sending them a fine, right? It means that you are trying to gag the mouth of media, and you're also denying Nigerians of the right to know the truth. Because we all know that this Boko Haram, if you really want to trace it, you will follow it. You will know the root cause. You will know the people that are behind it. If we really want to be serious about investigating the source of this thing. But it's almost like we want to just push it aside. So now somebody has come out to do this and you're finding them. So we don't know. I don't know how this, but the reason I actually took this story is because of the conversation we're having today around, media and the general elections that are coming up. You understand? There's so many things that will be unfolding. You understand? And the media is supposed to be the eye, and the media is supposed to help the mouthpiece, educate the public to know what is going on. We are supposed to be like the face between, what is happening, and we are the one that is supposed to show the public what is happening, right? So, and if you are now fining media houses, everybody will be scared. Everybody will go back to their shell. Nobody will want to touch any story that seems like it's going to be anti-government.
And that's not what journalism is about.
No, it's not supposed to be so.
It's not supposed to be that. It's wrong on every level.
Absolutely. So we'll take a break now. When we come back from the break, as I had mentioned earlier, we're discussing media and the 2023 elections. Stay with us.